I wonder why some people do not really have human feelings. Perhaps they behave like they don't have children because just because of the way they embezzle funds and send all their family members abroad, they begin to act like they have nothing to lose in Nigeria and just speak out trash like it is not, like human beings do not matter to them. Imagine what the Minister of Information and Lai Mohammed said on Saturday. He made another revelation that nobody was shot at the Lekki toll gate on the 20th of October. How dare he say that? Imagine that on that same 20th of October, where peaceful protesters were actually protesting on that fateful day. Imagine that even the army, the Nigerian army, have actually agreed that they were at the scene of the peaceful protesters on that day. But the first report that came was from the governor, where he said no one was shot and everything, and people proved him wrong. And he also came out to apologize that he did not know that actually some people were killed, but that some were even injured. But later on, you can imagine when other people begin to come out and they were saying nothing like that happened, and so on and so forth. And now Lai Mohammed, the information minister, I think he just lacks the kind of office he holds. He does not even understand the kind of office he holds, because really, if he understands, he would not be giving out or dishing out informations that are not accurate, or better still, he shouldn't even talk about it at all. But imagine him saying, obviously not long ago on Saturday, just yesterday, that there was no Nigerian killed at the Lekki toll gate. And I will still shock you, because the Nigerian army agreed that they were there on that day and they shot blank bullets. That was the second report that came. The first report that came said that they actually shot, but not at protesters. And the second report that came says they shot, but they were just blank bullets that should not, get to protesters. So really, there's a lot of controversies regarding this NSAS protest thing that happened at the Lekki toll gate on the 20th of October. But I'm just disappointed that Mr. Lai Mohammed keeps saying things that are not real. He keeps saying things that are not even, pleasant to the ears of Nigerians. And he is the Minister of Information. Well, I think he should just drop that position and go for something else, because he keeps lying just like his name implies. But anyway, I'll give you more details as to what he said. But before then, please ensure you hit the subscribe button and also give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell. Okay, let us hear what Lai Mohammed have to say and why he said that there was no victim at the Lekki toll gate shootout. Yes, the Nigerian Minister of Information, Mr. Lai Mohammed, on Saturday, November 7th, revealed that no single Nigerian was killed at the Lekki toll gate when soldiers shot at the protesters who were demonstrating against the excesses of police brutality under the aegis of NSAS. Mr. Lai Mohammed made this assertion while leading a delegation of the federal government to the southeast to meet with the leaders of the region. According to the minister, the so-called massacre was mere fake news only propagated on social media, meant to discredit the government of the day. While addressing his audience, which comprised of Enugu State Governor, traditional and religious leaders at the Enugu Government House, Mr. Lai Mohammed said that the investigation have revealed that no protester was killed at the Lekki toll gate. He said there was no massacre at the Lekki toll gate. The only massacre that took place during the NSAS protest was the social media massacre, which is termed as fake news, was used. They used social media to spread what did not happen, which led to reprisal. Mr. Lai Mohammed further reiterated the federal government's stand that social media must be regulated, stressing the federal government had warned about fake news as far back as 2017. We launched a national campaign against fake news because we foresaw this. Fake news kills more than any pandemic. There must be social media regulation, but social media regulation does not mean stiffening the media. It does not mean shutting down social media. It means responsive use of social media. Fake news can shake the course of the world. And meanwhile, the president of the Nigerian Bar Association, NBA, Olumide Akpata, on Saturday, November 7, criticized the federal government on clamping down on NSAS protesters. Remember, we brought you details on how most of the NSAS protesters' accounts have been frozen by the federal government. And he says Ptál made this disclosure via a Facebook post. According to the NBA president, it was unfortunate that notable NSAS promoter like Modupe Odele, DJ Switch, and others were being hounded by the government, while others had their bank accounts frozen. It is so undemocratic and so pathetic that the government could actually stoop so low to get to the level of freezing account of those he felt were the promoters of NSAS protests. It is so unfortunate. And imagine Minister of Information saying that there was no massacre, that the only massacre that happened was that happened on social media, that nothing physical happened, that it only happened on social media, and social media must be regulated. Those were his words. I wonder what kind of a man is Lai Mohammed, because really, sometimes all of these things you think you're doing it against the citizens of the country. You never know that these things you are doing them against yourself, because just when you need these things as quickly as possible, it will now fight against you. It will be used against you, because now they feel like they are at the top and these things do not really affect them. Now, one way or the other, they forget that tomorrow is far better than today. Whatever will happen tomorrow is far bigger than what will happen today or what has happened today. So they shouldn't think about the now that they are. They should think about the future. They should think about their children. They should think about their generation, because sometimes when these things are put into law, it will affect them one way or the other, but they are not seeing it in that light. They are not seeing it in that manner. But all the same, we hope that the social media is not being regulated, because what they're trying to do is that once anything wrong happens and you do not have strong evidence, even when you have, they can shut your evidence down and tell you that it is fake news. Those are the things they want to use against Nigerians. But we know that God has always stood by Nigerians and will always stand by Nigerians. So really, we do not expect that these bills will be passed. And even if they are passed, it will be something that will be used against the government of the day. And they will be so surprised that this thing is actually working against them. So my people, that is it from here. Thank you so much for listening. I really do appreciate you. What do you have to say about this? Please endeavor to drop it in the comment section. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.